Good day everyone, my name is Arné Stander. I'm an entomologist here at Babylonstoren. The garden is currently closed, but the bees are actually much alive and also hard at work as we are gathering supplies for the winter. They are quite alive in these carob trees, also around the loquat trees and the blue flower sage. The 20th of May is known as World Bee Day, where we will celebrate the existence and the importance of these hard-working insects. Bees fulfill many roles, such as pollination and also providing many food sources on our plates, which simply relies on bee pollination. At home, also during lockdown, you can still create the perfect bee environment. And I'd like to share some tips which you can also use at home to create the perfect bee habitat. As flowers are limited, you as a gardener can also help the bees by planting a variety of plants. You can see here in the sunflowers, a lot of bees are visiting them. They are fond of yellow flowers and also purple and blue flowers. They struggle to see red flowers as they can't see it like we see it. They can actually see a lot of other colors we don't see, ultraviolet colors. You can plant various herb plants as you can benefit from it in home. Bees also love lavender and rosemary flowers. Here, this one you can't go wrong with perennial basil, as these flowers actually can replenish its nectar. So each day there will be nectar available for the bees, especially in these limited times. So apart from nectar and pollen, bees also need water. And often if you have your own water features in your garden, even like a bird bath, you can make it even more bee friendly, because you want to prevent bees from drowning in the water, and you can simply put marbles or even small rocks in it so that the bees can rest on the rocks and not drown, and still actually capture the water to take that back to the hives. Keeping your weeds in the garden is also not a bad thing, especially when they're on flower. In the winter, as I said, flowers are also limited, so you sometimes need to rely on your flowering weeds, such as the beautiful Oxalis pescaprei, also known as the Cape sorrel. In Afrikaans we call it siering, and that's why it's actually very tasty, quite a lovely taste for the salad, and the bees are fond of the flowers. You can also plant dandelions, or just keep the dandelions in flower, as the bees also rely on the pollen, which is an excellent food source for the bees. Bees are very important to the ecosystem as they provide ecological functions such as pollination, and a lot of our food crops also rely on bee pollination. More than a third of our food crops we get on our plate depends on bee pollination. So if we don't have bees, we will simply lose those crops. Also, the whole global population is under threat due to many factors such as climate change, habitat loss, pesticides, diseases, and so forth. A lot of pesticides are sprayed on plants, and it's very dangerous for the bees. So if you need to spray it in your own garden, please consider the bees. Also try to use bee-friendly insecticides, so have a look on the label before you buy the insecticides.